Cardano holders, welcome back. Let's talk about it right now, as I want to get into an analyst saying this is when you need to stop being a Cardano holder. Okay, so I'm going to defy that logic. I will continue to hold ADA, but I want to talk about some of the points here in this video. It's not FUD, but I'm just going to look to combat this article and this viewpoint with some of my own. Okay, so let's get into the bottom of it. If you have not hit that like button, please subscribe down below, all that good stuff. Leave a comment. I want to know your thoughts as well. All right, but let's break it down. And the best way to start off a Cardano video is let's look at this sea of green that we have going on right now as ADA is pumping a little bit of a discount. Okay, 64 cents for Cardano, up 3%. It's not, a full-blown pump as we're seeing a lot of top cryptos, 5% all the way up to 15%. A very interesting day in crypto as Trump did pardon CZ, and we are seeing the market kind of take off a little bit after we've had a pretty substantial string of red days. It's kind of what we want to see. So a nice bounce back, but nothing to kind of ride home on. But that's where we're going to find Cardano right now, trading at 64.76 here on the charts. And like I said, and I will continue to say, Cardano is not going to be one of those cryptos that moves the way that we're used to seeing, explosions, right? Sure, we can have a 20, 30% day on any given day if Cardano gets some good tailwinds and momentum. However, as it relates to basically what ADA has been doing, historically, they consolidate, and then we have kind of the overall market trend that will launch us and vault us kind of where the rest of the market is headed. Okay, so as it stands currently, as you look at Bitcoin, 110,000 now, Ethereum still a tick below 4K. We're kind of in that wait and see approach, but like I said a little bit earlier, the one clear winner today has been BNB after Trump pardoned CZ, as it does trade over $1,100 per BNB. But we're not going to be talking about BNB. This is a Cardano video, and that's exactly what we're going to get into. And if you do think this is time to be to stop being a Cardano holder, like I said, leave a comment down below. And please remember, as I get through this discussion, this is not financial advice. Okay, always be sure to do your own research and due diligence with everything financial and crypto. Okay, but we need to talk about some of the key zones as we do look for maybe more downside and a target price level that has been seen in late 2020. Okay, so this is a analyst, Baydark, stating in a recent TradingView price outlook that he notes that it's time to stop being a Cardano holder. Okay, projecting a bearish price target that we have not seen in the last time was 5 years ago. Okay. And the reason why is we have an ABC correction going on right now as we do target a massive decline as Cardano continues its move into the red. And here you can see here, if I do scroll down, okay, the supply zone that is highlighted in red, okay, that's where we would have an invalidation level at $1.04 level, okay? That's where wave C would start, and then the correction would ensue shortly after, pushing prices even lower, okay? That would lead to Cardano's price being bearish for several months from the start of this wave until completion. Now, you can see wave A and wave B, as we currently are in that trend, that slight upward consolidation where we're just steadily kind of having some positive momentum. Nothing really earth-shattering, but as we have corrected now, this is kind of where we talk about the market and this target for wave C being between 12 and 18 cents, okay? From the current level of 63 cents, that would culminate a 71 to 80% correction, okay? I don't agree with that. That's just my take. I don't think that Cardano will dip below 40 cents. I think that would be the ultimate low for me personally. I'm not telling you to buy or sell crypto either. This is just simply my viewpoints, okay? But as we did see Cardano trend this low during the previous cycle between November and December of 2020, this is where his prediction that a close above the $4 price level on the weekly time frame would invalidate this bearish move. Okay, so we've had a lot of rejection as we've approached $1 before. This is 64% of an increase from where we're at right here, right now. But for me and what I'm looking at with Cardano, I'm not going to celebrate $1. I'm not going to celebrate 90 cents, $1.30, whatever we may go to, right? Cardano for me is a long-term objective hold and see approach for me, okay? I bought Cardano as high as almost $3, and I bought it as low as 20 cents, okay? So it's a very interesting cost basis that I have. So it may be a little bit of a different, I guess you would say, approach than what maybe you guys have. Maybe you guys were day one Cardano holders Maybe you guys pretty much are constantly and consistently in a loss into the red with your Cardano, okay? Everybody's going to have a different approach and a different situation than what we're talking about, and even my situation will be different from yours, okay? But I think that the bearish outlook is something very easy to kind of get across. I think that as a lot of analysts look into cryptos moving, Cardano probably won't be in the top 10 or even top 25 of cryptos that are poised to make a move for me, okay? But I do want to kind of play devil's advocate because as we look into Lark Davis and one of his comments, that there is an imminent golden cross that has pushed Cardano 60% from the last time that it has happened, okay? And also Dan Gambardello, one of the bigger ADA bulls out there in the space, identified a double bottom Bollinger Band formation that would also kind of target higher prices as we would have confirmation, okay? So for me, I'm going to find myself somewhere in the middle, okay? I bought my first Cardano, okay, with a very substantial purchase in the hopes that one day we would see $9 to $12 ADA, okay? I think that right now, though, the one thing to kind of highlight is that would represent roughly, just food for thought, almost a 15 to 20x from what the current price is right here today, all right? And I got to be honest with you guys, if we did have even an escalation of 5 to 10x from where we're at right here today, there's going to be a lot of stiff resistance. So that $9 to $12 is very much subjective. It's very much subject to what we have going on in the overall market. Bitcoin would probably have to be pressing 250,000 unless Cardano does something significant in their own right to warrant that much of a price move, okay? So keeping it 100 and not being one pushing FUD out there against ADA, I just think that's just kind of the more rationale that I think we need to have. It needs to be more of a conservative approach, okay? But I also think that at these levels that we're at today, 60 cents, it's not too outlandish to say, okay, guys, this might be the bottom for ADA, okay? And then from there, I know it won't be pretty. We won't have these 20, 30% pumps that we do see across the space. But hey, we might get a slow and steady 100 to 200% gain from these current levels that we're at, where Cardano would be trading in that $1.20 to $1.80 range, pushing on $2 and above. I just think that all-time highs, there's going to be a lot of stiff resistance, but we've seen this time and time again, okay? Nobody thought XRP would even sniff $3, all right? It was another crypto, very similar sentiment to what ADA has. It's great tech, it's great blockchain stuff, but at face value, it's not worth diddly squat because nobody's buying it, okay? XRP may be a little bit different because of the community that lies within, but ADA has a very strong community as well. The one thing that will take me, in my opinion, a little bit further is that Bitcoin DeFi bridge. I think it will be very much one of the top candidates of catalysts for 2025, 2026, pairing that with the ETF discussion as well. There's a lot of positive vibes to be had for Cardano if we look into those catalysts. Just right now, it's just a shitty market, and that's just basically what it comes down to. And I shouldn't say relative to all crypto, but more so a lot of the top layer ones that just, quite frankly, they're not getting that involvement from the retail side of it, and for the better part of the institutions, that there's just better plays out there right now. That does leave us with some opportunity, though, if you do think that Cardano will have a very significant move upward, if you do think that we are at the bottom, though, today. So that's just kind of where I'm at. For me personally, the upper echelon of my price prediction would be in that $1.30 to $1.80 range, and that will probably be throughout 2026. And I tell you guys this all with the initiative that I had initially, that Cardano was a $9 to $12 play for me, okay? And that's when I said I will not sell my Cardano until it hits $9 to $12. But as it stands today, that's a very long road ahead, just being completely transparent and honest within this discussion, okay? So I'll leave you all with that. Appreciate you tuning in. Give me a couple minutes of your time. If you have not hit the like button or subscribed, great time to do so. We also do have some partners down below in the description. If you want to start trading on BITUNIX, 25% bonus for your futures account if you do want to sign up with them. But I appreciate you guys all tuning in. Thank you once more, and we'll see you guys all in the next video. Cheers.